Welcome into the PFF studios. Austin Gayle here with Mike Renner, the host of the 2-for-1 Drafts podcast. Today, we are continuing our draft profile series, and we are on to Clemson wide receiver T. Higgins, a big-bodied, contested catch guy that has underrated speed. I mean, when you see, you turn on the tape, he has this long speed that I think is getting underrated. Yes, he rested during his 40-yard dash. I think he'll do that at the pro day. But T. Higgins, there's a lot to like about this prospect.
Yeah, he's been one of the most productive receivers in college football. Well, his numbers, over the past 2 seasons, only 935 yards as a sophomore, 1,167 yards this past year as a junior. It don't look great on the surface, but the way Clemson was playing the last 2 years, he wasn't playing a lot of second halves. This guy wasn't actually on the field a ton of snaps, so those numbers are very good when he was on the field, top 10 in yards per route among all receivers in the nation this past year. Great ball skills, and offers a little something different than the rest of this wide receiver class. He's 6'4", 215, a bigger dude, has those possession wide receiver traits that not a lot of guys in this class do.
Let's dive into those specific positives. Obviously, a big-bodied guy, great in contested catch situations, but I also think he's pretty underrated after the catch.
I would say calling him contested catch guy is almost doing him a disservice because that kind of suggests a wide receiver that can't get open on his own.
It has a negative connotation.
Exactly. And I think he can. He gets off press really well. We saw that in the playoffs this past year. He has that ability to get off the line of scrimmage. You worry about that with big guys. That suddenness, that power needed to get off, physical corners. I think he's already shown. Obviously, the ball skills, catchability is great, but he's also a downfield threat. He's runs away from cornerbacks at times. 15 of 23 deep targets he hauled in this past year. That's one of the highest rates in the entire nation. He's just an efficient dude down the football field, and I think he has good enough speed. Good enough speed to still separate on the vertical tree at the NFL level.
All right, let's dive into the cons, though. There are some negatives that some people don't even see this guy as a first-round wide receiver in this class.
He's still a little slightly built. Like, he still needs to add some muscle to his frame. He's not going to out-muscle you at the catch point a lot. He wins with body control at the catch point, not necessarily physicality. His breaks can be rounded at the intermediate level. He is not the most sudden of route runners. He still needs to clean some of those things up. He still needs some more polish. But again, he's a young guy. He's only a junior, and to be as productive he was as a sophomore and junior, I think you still love what we've seen on tape.
For T. Higgins, I think the Mike Williams comp is very easy. Same school comps are always very easy, but I think you have another comp in mind, an NFL player comparison I think makes even more sense for T. Higgins.
Yeah, I'll go with Devontae Parker, a bigger wide receiver with speed as well, because Mike Williams is very limited in terms of that regard coming out. He was very much a contested catch guy, but I think T. Higgins, the way you've seen him run away from cornerbacks at times down the football field, that was what we saw from Devontae Parker coming out of Louisville. Now, it didn't translate right away to the Dolphins, but again, that's the type of wide receiver you're getting, and obviously Parker, it kind of flashed for him this past season.
I'm really excited for Devontae Parker next year because he really did flash down the stretch this past year. All right, bottom line for T. Higgins, give me the floor projection for this guy in the NFL.
To me, he's the best big wide receiver in this draft class. He offers the most in that regard, offers the most promise, already has great ball skills, great body control, and is a solid enough route runner to, I think, translate quickly out of the gate. Now, you just have to understand where you're getting. You're not going to get a Jerry Jeudy as a route runner. You're not going to get a CeeDee Lamb, but what he brings to the table is something to where, a red zone threat, a guy your quarterback can rely on, even when he's not open. T. Higgins is open.
You want to get rid of me and get back to more great PFF YouTube content? All you have to do is push that button right there and subscribe. Thanks for watching.